Hey, what's up? So, in this video topic, I wanted to talk about the recent interview that Shannon Sharpe did on Stephen A. Smith's podcast, No Mercy. So, as we know, Stephen A. Smith has his own podcast where he discussed array of topics, not outside of just sports. Now, we already know he has Stephen A. World's First Take, etc., and all that. But in this particular podcast, he has this is his personal podcast where he could bring on whatever he wants and he could talk about certain issues outside of ESPN's guidelines and he's less restricted. This particular podcast he has Shannon Sharpe on, and ever since Shannon Sharpe has joined Undisputed, they've been working closely with each other. When we already know that the interview that they had with Club Shay Shay on Shannon Sharpe's podcast, Stephen A. Smith was a guest star, and now he's returning the favor by going on Stephen A. Smith's podcast, No Mercy. And, they were talking about a different array of topics, and one of the topics that they were talking about was Skip Bayless and him leaving Undisputed and the whole reason for that. So in the video, he talks about how, the first 6 years, it was good working with Skip Bayless. And then the last year, it just got really tumultuous between him and with him and Skip Bayless because of all the heavy toxic fanboyism that Skip Bayless shows towards Tom Brady, because he looks at Tom Brady as somewhat of a god, and he looks at certain players that you feel like they can't be critiqued. Michael Jordan is one of them. Tom Brady's another person. If Skip Bayless likes you, he doesn't like people critiquing his idols. And I'm gonna say idols because he worshipped them as that. So we already know the infamous video that they had that kind of like that made things worse. It was a number of videos that that they had segments, that they had the Baker Mayfield video that kind of blew things over, the Darvin Hamlin video that blew over, that made things worse. The Tom Brady one was the one, I guess, that Shannon Sharpe wanted to like harp over the most because he felt like he was really hurt by Skip Bayless when he took a shot at him, saying that you're jealous of Tom Brady and that you're not as good as Tom Brady. And granted, note, and this is with all due disrespect to Skip Bayless, because Skip Bayless is a punk and a disrespectful ass man. This is a unathletic, frail, Caucasian white person telling a three-time Super Bowl champion Hall of Famer that his career meant nothing in compared to Tom Brady. Let me repeat that again. A three-time Super Bowl champion Hall of Famer. It's not some regular rinky-dink sports writer or sports analysis or sports pundit. This is a three-time Super Bowl Hall of Famer. Now, I have my gripes with Shannon Sharpe. He's entertaining. I don't like his LeBron James take because I feel like his fanboyism is just as toxic for LeBron as it is for Tom Brady and Skip Bayless. But when it comes to football, he has a good eye and he breaks down the game as good as anyone as I've seen on these sports debate shows. But again, for him to diminish Shannon Sharpe's career like that, when this guy has virtually accomplished nothing of that magnitude because he was trying to protect Tom Brady, it just shows how low character, low brow, no morale that Skip Bayless has, and no respect that he has for Shannon Sharpe at that time. Now, granted, they kept it professional the rest of the show and continue, but I could tell that it was low key over at that point. It was a matter of time because me personally would not tolerate such disrespect like that from a person who, if I was Shannon Sharpe, never accomplishes half the things that I was able to accomplish in my sports career. Let alone to say that I'm jealous of Tom Brady, like he's acting like Shannon Sharpe just came and went in the league. Like he did a lot for himself. He played a good amount of years. He accomplished a lot. He's seen success. He's made millions. He's living a good life. But for him to diminish his career like that because he was trying to defend his god, Tom Brady, just shows how toxic his fanboyism is as regards to that. I've seen fanatics go crazy over sports teams and go crazy over players, but Shannon Sharpe, my mistake, Skip Bayless fanboyness is damn near like extreme, like a damn near toxic extreme, to the point where you can't even critique Tom Brady even if he does have a bad game. And I forgot the particular game that they did play. I think it was a playoff game against San Francisco 49ers that Tom Brady had played, and he had a bad game. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers were getting blown out. They were losing. Tom Brady did had a bad game, and the next day they talked about it. And you already know they they were going over it. Shannon gave his take. Skip Bayless didn't like it, and then he started taking low blows, cheap shots, and it was unnecessary. It was unprofessional, and it shows you the low character that Skip Bayless has. I already made a video prior to this saying Skip Bayless is trash. He's a trash human being. I'll say that to his face. He's a trash human being. He's a low moral person. I do not care for this dude. Granted, he did a lot in his endeavors as a sports journalist. He's on undisputed. He was on First Take. He did a lot through that industry. But to take shots at athletes, not just Shannon Sharpe, but at LeBron James, Aaron Rodgers, Kawhi Leonard, other players that he had issues with at the time, to take shots at them when he never accomplished half the things that they were able to accomplish. This is why he gets the hate that he got. But again, he probably doesn't care, or maybe he do care, and then he just brushes it over. But still, the fact of the matter is that you can't disrespect your co-host like that. He was beating you in a debate, you were losing, so you went low blow. And Shannon Sharpe was discussing that on the show with Stephen A. Smith, and he was just saying how he felt really hurt by that, and I could see that he was really hurt by that by his reaction. A lot of us saw that reaction, and I could imagine how he felt after that segment, because that was really grimy of Skip Bayless to do that. And then it made things worse where Shannon Sharpe ended up leaving. Now he's vocaling his opinion on the matter and what happened and what led to him leaving. And now he was talking about other things, how, at that moment, how Skip Bayless said that disrespectful thing to him. He said it took everything in his power to not lay hands on Skip Bayless. And I could imagine to some guy that's low caliber such as Skip Bayless, a low human being as Skip Bayless, to antagonize you like that, take a low blow at your career, a Hall of Fame career, and say it means nothing compared to Tom Brady. That's that just shows you what type of person Skip Bayless is. And I could tell, from what he was saying, Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharpe weren't the best of friends, but they had a good, entertaining show. They had a good, back and forth with each other. I feel like they were better. They were way better than Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith. Now, Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith, they had a good repertoire, but it wasn't on the level of Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless. But I feel like Skip Bayless threw all of that away because he wanted to protect his darling Tom Brady, his god. So that just shows you how deep seated certain people's fandom goes in terms of their favorite player and favorite sports team. So I just wanted to talk about that because I don't have any bullet point that I want to go step by step. I just wanted to talk off the hip and give my thoughts on it. Skip Bayless is trash. I don't particularly like Skip Bayless because of some of the things he says. He's a disrespectful man. He takes cheap shots at players, and then when they come at him, he likes to play victim. For example, he was going heavy at Russell Westbrook while he was playing for the Los Angeles Lakers, and then when Russell Westbrook tried to stand up for himself and then he started going at Skip Bayless, he started playing the victim. He started bringing up old stuff, how Russell Westbrook had saw him at a hotel or a bar or something, and then he did some head nod gesture, and Skip Bayless took that as a threat, so he started moving with security, and he started talking about how he started to get death threats at, OKC, etc. And I'm not saying that's right, and I'm not saying that's wrong, but that's the type of energy that you put out, and hopefully those death threats were false, because I wouldn't want nothing bad to happen to him, but still. You're not critiquing players. You're talking trash. You're a troll. You're a professional troll. That's what you do. You troll players. And then you hope to get a response out of them. And that's what you did out of Russell Westbrook. Unfortunately, Russell Westbrook was mentally weak enough to respond to you. And you went and ran with it and continued to attack Russell Westbrook. And you still do that to this day. And then you wonder why people don't like you. So again, that's my thoughts on the matter. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. What you thought about Stephen A. Smith interview with Shannon Sharpe on his podcast. This Elo Speaks out.